to review for your equations of lines test. First one is determining whether something's a function. We're going to use the vertical line test and the horizontal line test. So determinant of a function, we use the vertical line test. This passes the vertical line, so it's a function. Then I go to the horizontal line test. It hits at two spots, so it's no longer it's not a one-to-one function. So my answer here is no. Here, it passes the vertical line test. It is a function. And here, it would also pass the horizontal line test. So it's a one-to-one function. Almost all straight lines are one-to-one functions. Here's the one straight line that wouldn't be a one-to-one function. It clearly does not pass the vertical line test because when I draw my vertical line, it hits it at numerous points. And if it's not a function, automatically it's not one-to-one. Same deal here. Vertical line test fails. It intersects at two spots. So if it's not a function, automatically it's not a one-to-one function. All right, so now when we evaluate functions, whatever my number is, I put in for x. So 3, the 2 goes in for x. We deal with the exponent first. 2 squared is 4. 3 times 4 is 12, plus 7, and the answer is 19. Here, the negative 4 goes in wherever I see my x. Negative 4 cubed is negative 64. 8 times negative 4 is negative 32, minus 3. Negative 64 minus 32 is negative 96, and negative 3 is negative 99. Here, 2, we plug x plus 3 wherever we see x. So 2 times x plus 3 squared, plus 3 times x plus 3, minus 7. So the x plus 3 squared, that needs to be FOILed. X plus 3 times x plus 3 is x squared plus 3x plus 3x plus 9. And x squared plus 6x plus 9 is the x plus 3 squared, or x plus 3. So now after I'm done with that foiling, we plug in the x squared plus 6x plus 9 plus 3 times x plus 3 minus 7. And we distribute. 2x squared plus 12x plus 18 plus 3x plus 9 minus 7. 2x squared, 12x, and 3x is 15x. 18 and 9 is 27, minus 7 is 20. And there is my answer. Okay, moving right along. Find the slope. I'm a big fan of putting the points one on top of the other. Put your fraction in, put the minus signs in. 5, 1, negative 4, 3. 5 minus 1 is 4. Negative 4 minus 3 is negative 7. So my slope here is going to be negative 4 sevenths. Negative 1, negative 6, negative 5, 4. Negative 6 minus 4. Right column's on the top. Negative 1 minus negative 5. The left column's on the bottom. We get negative 10 over 4. So my answer here is going to be negative 5 halves. And those are my two slopes. Finding them out from the 2 points. Now, from the graph standpoint, we're just counting. Up, over. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that slope is 3/4. Up 1, left 3. Up 1, left 3. So that slope, up 1, the 1 goes on top. The left 3 goes on the bottom. It becomes a slope of negative 1/3. Remember, our positive slopes should go through quadrants 1 and 3. Our negative slopes through quadrants 2 and 4. We graph the x equals 2 line. We're talking about a vertical line. Put my point where 2, 0 is, and I'm just drawing a vertical line. The y equals negative 3 line. I go to negative 3 on my y-axis, and the y equals lines are horizontal. the equation of line when I'm given a slope and a y-intercept? Quite simply, y equals 3/4 x minus 2. That is one answer. We just plug it into the y equals mx plus b format. For standard form, I take that y equals 3/4 x minus 2. We've got to get rid of the fraction, so I multiply everything by 4. 4y equals 3x minus 8. I subtract 3x on both sides. So I get negative 3x plus 4y equals negative 8. And if my x is negative, I multiply everything by negative 1. 3x minus 4y equals 8. And you can plug that y-intercept of 0, negative 2 in. 3 times 0 is 0. Negative 4 times negative 2 gives you a positive 8. Good chance you're right. Now the most, or the biggest issue, or biggest type of problem we've had on this test, and that is finding the equation of a line based on given information. When you're given a slope and a y-intercept, we're literally plugging the slope in, negative 3/5, and we're plugging the point in of 2 and 3, and we're solving for our b. Negative 3/5 times 2 is negative 6/5. And now I need to get rid of my fraction. So when I get rid of my fraction, I'm multiplying everything by 5 here. So we end up with 3, no, I'm sorry, not 3, excuse me, multiply everything by 5. 15 equals negative 6 plus 5b. I add 6 to both sides. I get 21 equals 5b. And I divide by 5, I divide by 5. My b equals 21 over 5. So my first answer is y equals negative 3/5 x plus 21 over 5. And that's the answer. Now to put it in standard form, I'm going to multiply everything by 5. And we get 5y equals negative 3x plus 21. And when I add the 3x over, I get 3x plus 5y equals 21. And I would check that answer with my point. 2, 3. 3 times 2 is 6. 5 times 3 is 15. 6 and 15 equal 21. So these are my two answers. Second one, when I'm given 2 points, I've got to find my slope first. So to find my slope, what I'm going to do here is move this over a little bit. I'm going to put the points one on top of the other. Negative 4, 2, negative 1, negative 3. So 2 minus a negative 3, negative 4 minus a negative 1. And 2 minus a negative 3 is 5. Negative 4 minus a negative 1 is a negative 3. So the slope I'm going to work here with is negative 5/3. And now I choose a point. I'll choose negative 1, negative 3. So negative 3 equals negative 5/3 times a negative 1 plus b. Negative 3 equals 5/3 plus b. We're going to multiply everything by 3. Negative 9 equals 5 plus 3b. We subtract 5, negative 14 equals 3b, and negative 14 over 3 equals b. So my answer, y equals negative 5/3 x minus 14 over 3. And now we got to put that in standard form. So I multiply 3 to get rid of my denominator. We multiply through by 3. We get 3y equals negative 5x minus 14. And I add 5x to both sides. 5x plus 3y equals a negative 14. And that's going to be my answer. If I plug a point in, 5 times negative 4 is negative 20. 2 times 3 is 6. Negative 20 and 6 is negative 14.